From the Eileen Dover Studios. Debbie David here, and it's the eve of the big presidential election 2024 between Kamala Harris and former President Donald J. Trump. And I'm at the New Way Bar just in case there's no more tomorrow and no more place for little old transgender Debbie in Ferndale, Michigan. So enjoy the set. Paul Pipitone is about to introduce me after a nice young comic finishes her set.
Somewhat important.
Enjoy.
I don't really got anything to say. I'm not religious, but I don't ask myself, WWJD, like what would you want to do? Sometimes I have asked myself, thank you. I actually have asked myself WWDDOOT. DDD, like what would Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dinsdale Dimmadome, do? It's a very important question one must ask themselves. He would definitely vote for Trump, right? For sure. All right, I've been Emma Stevenson. Thank you. Give it up for Paul.
Give it up for Emma Stevenson, everybody. Emma Stevenson! Yay! You guys are as excited for that as tomorrow's election. Oh, yeah, see, great response. Okay, very appropriate. Everybody got real serious. Everybody, you don't need to get that serious. Your next comedian coming to the stage has been seen as Russell on the hit TV show Picard, also known right here at the stage at the New Way Bar, Queen of the Underground. Put your hands together for Debbie David.
Paul Pipitone. It's not everybody says Pipitone, it's really Pipitone, right? Pipitone. Yeah, right. Which means songbird. And he's not Italian, he's Sicilian. But I love Paul. He is the best comedy host in Ferndale. Hi, everybody. Is anybody out there? I suddenly went dark and quiet in here. I'm Debbie, Queen of the... You don't have to go by these Trump commercials. You don't have to be scared of transgender people. I won't hurt anybody. You don't have to be scared of me. I prefer she and her pronouns, but I prefer Hershey chocolate. So if you're going to buy me chocolate, please buy Hershey chocolate. It's smoother than dough. If you want to buy me a gift, though, I prefer perfume. Chanel No. 5. I only wear Chanel No. 5. This is because I want to smell like Nicole Kidman's ass all the time.
Is that what the stench is?
Yes. Well, when I wear it, when she wears it, it's like magnolias, and it's a beautiful French perfume. It's a classic. But when I wear it, I smell like Nicole Kidman's ass if she didn't wipe.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's me. Naturally. I'm Debbie, Queen of the Underground. The B-52s wrote a song about me in my underground club in Los Angeles. Debbie, Queen of the Underground by the B-52s on the Time Capsule album. You can look it up right now if you want to. Or me being Russell on Star Trek. Just Google Russell Star Trek. That's me. 30 years ago, a handsome Starfleet officer at one time. Thank you so much. Huh?
Were you a red shirt?
No, I was a gold shirt on, I was on Voyager, I was. Okay. Here's how it is. I'm Ensign Russell on Next Generation, right? Yeah. But I also stood in for Brent Spiner, who plays Data.
Yeah, I know.
And so I worked a lot, and they don't have the stars do insert shots, so a lot of times that's my hand pulling a phaser or pushing a button. So you got to work a lot. And then Data had a lot of makeup touch-ups and things like that. So a lot of times when it's a two-shot to Patrick Stewart or Picard, it's my shoulder that you're looking at. So then, after Next Generation ended, and what a great ending that was. All good things. What a great episode. I got my name, Russell, in the Tin Man episode. If you any Star Trek fans, I'm the oldest person in the room right now, though. See, I'm 70 years old in March. And I'm a geriatric drag queen, They got gentrified out of Ferndale about 2 years ago. I'm Hazel Park. I'm a Hazeltuckian. They tell me, which is very funny to me because I'm from Kentucky. I'm a hillbilly drag queen originally. And I went to New York and went to acting school, met a woman there, and we moved to LA and lived out there 35 years and we had a fabulous time. Now I'm living with a man here in Michigan. We've been together for 25 years. And like I said, it's not Paul Pipitone, it's Paul Pipitone. But my husband is Tony, Anthony Armour. And I call him Anthony because then I get to be Cleopatra. So, and he's at home and he recently got out of the hospital. He's doing a real good job. And I told him, I said, you have a new job now, honey. Stay alive and collect a pension. And he's at home doing that right now. I love him though. Well, let's get back to comedy. I'm talking about the show instead, but these ads with the transgender, and they got, like Kamala talking about giving prisoners transgender services and stuff, and everybody's like, So I can't wait for this to be over today. It's today now. It's right now, This is election day. I've already voted, so it doesn't matter for me. And I wanted to do that. But in case this is the last night that we're all in a room like this, I mean, who knows what's going to happen between now and January 6th or whatever. This could be it. So I wanted to come up tonight. And I love being in Ferndale. On Wednesday nights, you can have me sing you I'll dedicate a song to you. I sing karaoke most every Wednesday night up at the corner at Plantabon and 9 Mile. And that's a great place to go too. And they have a great bar, great menu and everything. But I was Superman for Halloween. And I had the whole outfit. I had everything. And I had the t-shirt that made muscles and everything. And it was really affected me more than I thought it was going to affect me because being back in man mode. And see, even right now, I'm talking really low. I'm walking like this and stuff. But being transgender is not a choice. I'm not going to go into any of that, But I've got cancel cultured a little bit out of Hollywood years ago when I was outed and everything. And I decided I want to do a TV show like The Expendables, only it's going to be cancel cultured, and it's going to star all these stars who have been cancel cultured out. And so it's going to be Mel Gibson and Kanye West are buddy cops, and they have an irate boss, Bill Cosby, who yells at them all the time because the mayor, who is Jeffrey Tambor, is under fire from the governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is being investigated by the president, Kevin Spacey, who has his advisor, Andy Dick, find out who was blackmailing Sean Diddy Combs. And then we find out it was Louis C.K. all the time who saves the girl. And yeah. Now, any country music star fans in here? Yeah, okay, well, Toby Keith, did you like Toby Keith and his songs? He was kind of anti-trans, but I thought he was a good-looking man. He had a thing. Well, anyway, he died, right? And he died of stomach cancer. And they found out later it was from all the polyurethane in the red Solo cups that he used. Yeah. Isn't that ironic? Because that was his biggest hit. Whoa. I'm living in an old folks home now, but I love it. It's great. It's like a whole community, of course. Everybody's in there, and I'm one of the more able-bodied people there, to tell you the truth. So I'm always helping people and everything else. And anyway, my life, it's like a movie there. There's all this drama, rumors of sex with different people and stuff like that. And they allow us to smoke pot there now, too. It's on the patio in the back, but you'd be surprised how many old people are like, oh, yeah. And it's nice. But I like being there, but like I was talking about perfumes, and like when I was in Paris, I wore Chanel number 5 in Paris, and then on the West Coast there was another perfume I liked. It was like reminded me of LA, and it had a name of Blue, and reminded me of that. But at the old folks' home, it's a different type of thing. It's kind of a combination of a Salvation Army and people. And I call the perfume Slight Incontinence. And yeah, that's what hits you when you come out the door sometimes. But being there, it's peaceful, and I love it. I wasn't ready for it yet, but I'm doing it. I don't know how you guys have everybody voted here already? So yeah. And then we're talking all this week about undecided. What the heck is that? Is anybody's undecided? Like this whole last month, I don't know, but Donald Trump was actually nice to my mom, though. I was an elevator operator at Henri Bendel's in New York City, with the fanciest restaurant. It's not even there anymore, and Trump Tower is built over the top of it. But I worked there at Trump Tower, and I was an elevator operator. And my mom came to visit New York, and Trump would come in my elevator all the time. I had Cher, I had everybody. I have stories about when I took Greg Allman and put him over my shoulders for Cher and took him to the limo because he was nodding out on heroin or something. But anyway, Donald Trump would come into my elevator all the time, and he was hawking his ties at the time. And one time my mom was visiting in New York, and she was at the store, and I was about to get off work in an hour, and she said, "I'm going to take you and buy you some clothes," and I said, "Yeah, Mom. But I'm bored, I'm going to walk over to Tiffany's." And I said, "Nah, Mom, I don't want you walking up by yourself. I'll shut down the elevator, Roberto will run the other one, I'll walk you over there." And Donald Trump turns around and says, "I will escort your mom to Tiffany's." And he holds out his arm. My mom takes his arm, she walks off, and she looks back at me with a look I'd never seen on my mom's face. It was like, I still got it. And then I walked over to the doorman, who's a guy about this tall. He'd been there since the 1920s at the time. And I go, "Buster, that's Donald Trump walking my mom to Tiffany's, So I liked him so much. And then I was a caregiver out there in LA. You don't work all the time when you're background on Star Trek. But you can see me in Cheers. I was the UPS man on Wings. All this is like years ago. But I've worked recently out there, and I've got my Screen Actors Guild card right here in my thing. I should show you. And I'm still a working actor. It's been nice being up here tonight. It's kind of quiet, but I like to tell my stories. Appreciate you all listening. And Paul, thank you for letting me have a little time on the stage here at the New Way Bar. Everybody, I hope we all get back to a country we can love, and you let people. I'm going to exist whether you like it or not. That's what I say.
Keep it going for Debbie David, everybody. Debbie David! I looked at that, really, Russell on Picard, really. And then, I never known anybody that was ever really on Star Trek, but now it all makes sense.
Thank you, Paul Pipitone. You run the best comedy show in all of Michigan. And we love you. And I love being at the New Way Bar on Monday nights. See you soon. Thank you, everyone, for your interest. Bye.